It's like a $3,000
No,
watch.
this is not.
It's the one that went to the moon.
Boy, that's really a thing.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are Giant Bomb, and we're here in Seattle. Boo! No. Boo! It's great. It's great to have everybody here. In a nice space. It has a roof. It's got room for more than 9 people. I don't know how many of you have tried to come to events that we've thrown over the years at PAX, whether it's been us spread across 9 different bars or. This one is not on fire yet. I mean, give it.
There's
give
still
it 20
time.
minutes, but yeah, we are here in what seems to be a proper space. And if I may take a sojourn, the reason we get to do proper spaces like this
Oh, here we go.
is because of sponsors like Crunchyroll.
Anime, right? Anime?
Masterful.
All right.
And they come in and literally make stuff like this possible. So as much as it's easy to go like, man, sponsors, like, no, like, this is actually like we get to serve drinks to all these people and do all this stuff because of people like Crunchyroll. Because of anime.
Thanks, anime.
In an unlimited
Anime's
fashion, because of crunchyroll.com/PAX, where you can go for a free trial, we get to do stuff like this, and that's pretty awesome. You get to see hot shows, such as. It's not. Yep.
They know already.
Shout them out, man. No, I'm going to go to the recent list here. The internet in this building is maybe next year more.
It's a bit
sponsors
troublesome.
To get the internet rough.
You don't need a list, Jeff.
Such as My Wife is the Student Council President, episode 9. Just hit. Episode 8 of School Live. Of course, episode 21 of My Love Story.
That's a good one.
Your love's good.
That's good, yeah.
And of course, like a huge back catalog, Polar Bear Cafe. The whole 9 is present. So.
Crunchyroll has an anime called Cheese Sweet Home, which is about an adorable cat with a very cute family, and like it goes on adventures, and it's kind of sad, but like in like a warm sad way. And there's like 100 episodes, and they're like 3 minutes each, which is about how much free time I have every day.
Great.
So like it's perfect.
Well, all right then.
That's my recommendation.
I love cats and sadness. This sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, no, that's literally right up our alley. So yeah, you can go to crunchyroll.com/PAX and get get 30 days free. That's a month. That's a month of hot anime for nothing, and then it's like under $7 for as much anime as you can handle and dramas. Let's not forget the dramas.
Is anime not drama?
Okay, anime is like not necessarily like limited to any one kind of genre.
Right.
Or I mean, it's literally like it's like saying like we're going to the movies, but really it's like cartoon movies.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Some of them are happy. Some are about sad cats. Some of them get a little blue.
Ribald?
A bit.
Body?
Body.
Elaborate.
No.
Okay.
So yeah, thanks to them for helping us out with this thing. Hopefully the space is to your liking. Out there. Yeah. We're pretty close to the convention center here for PAX Prime, which is going to kick off, I guess, tomorrow. And there'll be a bunch of games. We got like half the games here though. Indie Mega Booth is in the building, showing off some games. That's pretty rad. And then yes,
It's not a video game.
Of course, tomorrow.
What's your criteria for a video game?
Tomorrow we'll be playing what I understand is one of the worst video games of all time. Mario Party 5. They made
No, look, even me, no. No. That's fucking 8 hours of Mario Party. You're insane if you say that. I'm the only guy here that likes it. Don't say that. Even I won't do that.
It's very big of you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I think we
Thank you.
agreed to 50 turns. I mean, we have a lot of, there's
Yes.
a lot of like scoring and stuff that is built around.
It's scientific. It's like the ranking of fighters. It's a very
It is
scientific
exactly
thing.
like the ranking of fighters.
Yes.
Except total bullshit. Whereas fighting games are based on, again, science and balance and skill. Mario Party is like if I just took a shit in this bucket and then ate it.
Is that what we're doing tomorrow? That sounds.
That's what
we haven't
you're-
checked with the owners if we can do that.
I mean, I read on GameFAQs that that's what Mario Party 5 is.
Oh wow. Okay. All
I mean,
right.
if you know cheat code or whatever to get around that, then I mean, you should probably speak up.
I don't even know if Mario Party 5 is supposed to be a good Mario Party.
I can tell you, Mario Party 5 is not a good Mario Party.
Maybe you've already established this in the previous episodes, which I have not watched because holy shit, I do not like watching people torture themselves
Right.
for 4 hours at a time.
Don't lie, come on.
Well, not my friends, but what is a good Mario Party?
2 and 3.
Okay, now follow-up question, why?
Alex, we're roughly the same age, right? We're close.
Yeah, I got a couple years on you, but yeah.
Okay. You didn't like grow up like junior high years, like getting some folks together and playing like the glory days of 4-player 64?
I didn't have any friends in
Oh,
junior
that
high.
was okay.
And if I was playing Mario Party, I would have less than 0
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah. Yeah, GoldenEye was incredible. It's great.
I played that alone mostly.
I don't smoke drugs. I can't play your GoldenEye in your dorm room, bro. Jesus. I'm Jeff Gersman. Hello. Hi. Hello. Joined by a cavalcade of stars from the East Coast and the West Coast. Together united as one. Let's stop the violence.
Sold hands. Guys,
Seriously.
hands. Everyone.
I think we're joining.
All right, fine.
No. For a moment we were going to join hands, and then we decided not to because we're unsecure.
Right,
with
right.
Who we are.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah,
weird.
Absolutely.
It's just
Yeah.
a weird thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch all of you by the end of this night. That's gonna happen.
Wait, so, I'm introducing people. Jesus. My microphone is falling off. With me is Austin Walker.
Share
I'm
my
not
pain.
good with mics. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna hold it.
Yeah, you're supposed to drop the mic at the end. Not
No,
at
I'm
the
gonna
beginning.
hold it through the. I'm gonna hold this all night.
That's gonna look weird.
New guy doesn't know how the
That's
mics
okay.
work. It's insane.
I didn't go to mic
Hey,
college.
you know who had that shit figured out? Patrick had that shit figured out.
Don't! No! I saw Patrick earlier. He hugged me. It was very nice.
Very nice man.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's how
very
it
nice.
gets you.
Dan Reichert is here.
Oh, hey, folks.
Dan, what have you been doing all day? Drinking, right?
What did
impression
we do
I
at the
get.
beginning? You had me eat a crazy egg.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, no. You wouldn't eat a deviled egg last night, so
No.
we talked you into breakfast eggs. To be fair, I don't really like deviled eggs all that much either. They're okay, whatever.
What did I try? I had eggs over medium.
Yeah.
Right?
You said you had only ever had scrambled eggs.
Yeah, I've only had scrambled.
Ever.
Ever. Like, never
Not even like
hard-boiled.
Sunnyside?
No. Like, I don't know how to make that. Like, scramble, you just fucking put it in and do that.
Do you know how you make that? You crack 2 eggs into a pan and it cooks, and that's literally it.
Do you know who you're talking to? Wait, but you played Metal Gear 4.
I've seen, I have
So
seen.
you know
what
how to
these
make
eggs-
a sunny side up egg.
Yeah, like
You're all burying the lead. Dan told us this morning he'd never had jelly or jam.
No, I've had it like twice in the last few years, but that's it. But I've tried it.
You know what's
Not
good?
jam.
You can just put butter on bread and it's good.
Yeah,
the
it is,
jelly's
it is.
fine too. There's nothing wrong with it. But you know what? Sometimes I don't deserve that extravagance.
Hang on. Who can describe to me right now the difference between jelly and jam?
Jam has real fruit in it. Jelly is like Jell-O, but jelly.
What is jam made out of?
It depends on what kind of fruit you got. You could have strawberry jam.
Bone marrow, I don't know.
You could have bone marrow. You could probably have.
I mean, Dan, I can get up right now and show you the difference between a jelly and a jam. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
You wouldn't even hold my hand, and you're gonna go, all right.
You've never seen Caravella's jam, my son. We'll end this thing right
That
now.
would be an HR violation.
All right. Well,
I've got 4 more buttons to go.
it is.
My goodness.
I mean, it's a warm room. Brad
is a warm room.
Shoemaker is in the building.
Yeah.
You gotta flick the sweat off.
No, yeah, wipe whatever that is
I'm not-
on your face. So.
Sorry, I haven't gone to heel school
Oh,
yet.
is it pomade?
Yeah.
All right. No,
How
I'm digging
many
it.
times do you have to wash your hair to get that shit out? Is it like just in there permanently, or what?
Once a week.
Okay, all right. Oh, so you just yeah. That makes a little more sense.
Yep.
How are you doing, Brad?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm not drunk enough, but hello.
Well, we're only up here for an hour, so you know
Okay.
if you're gonna get drunk, get
Oh,
drunk.
will
Brad.
somebody go get me? Okay. Sure. You hold this. Allow me to drinketh from the cup of America.
Top shelf Evan Williams right there. There we go.
Oh, say, can you see?
I mean,
Now you know the difference between jelly and jam.
Vinny Caravella.
How you doing?
Cats are awesome.
Well, it's really great to be with Giant Bomb. I really appreciate them giving me the opportunity to bring Giant Bomb to New York, to join Alex Navarro and Austin Walker in this holy matrimony. Boy, I really didn't prepare anything for this. It's weird.
Well, just go to your PowerPoint.
Just pizza's awesome and bagels are better in New York. It's a weird thing. I want to thank Drew and Jason and Sean for being here to join us in this lovely ceremony. Tip your waiters and waitresses and have a good night, everybody. And come on, bring it in, bring it in,
Okay,
bring
yeah.
it in, bring it.
Alex Navarro
Yeah.
is here. Alex, how are you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
All right.
Yeah. Give me a positive negative about like the difference between working alone in New York and having other people to talk to ever.
So the positive is that I'm not shut into my apartment 7 days a week, never going outside or interacting with the outside world.
That's a positive?
Well, so the negative is that I'm not in my apartment shut in 7 days a week, never interacting with the outside world.
Yeah.
It's kind of a double-edged sword.
Yeah. No, I get
Yeah.
that. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have 2 offices. We've been doing things. It's been pretty much getting there. It's
Yeah.
gotten there. Yeah.
We produce things.
Yeah, things happen now on a semi-regular basis. Yeah.
That's
so
a thing that we produce.
how is the Castlevania?
Don't talk of no.
It's awesome. We're blowing right through it. I think really like a half-hour max and we're done.
Yeah. Dracula's Curse now? Is that Dracula Castlevania 3 now?
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to call it that, yeah.
Yeah.
That game's really hard. And I'm kind of afraid I can't beat it. But it's going great.
Yeah, awesome.
It's super easy.
See, you should have started a show like the old game show, built solely around the idea of cheating through games instead of playing them for realsies.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing. I don't think I've beaten a boss by skill yet. It is kind of like, can I hide in this corner and whip and then kind of trade blows to beat this boss? Oh, I can't. I'm not going to be able to finish this game.
But that's not really cheating. You're gaming the system. You're not using a Game Shark or something.
No, I'm not using Game Shark. Yes, I'm gaming the system. That's kind of cheating.
Let me posit, cheating is a skill.
Okay.
You look good doing it.
I feel great. I feel fantastic. I am the best gamer in the world.
It's going to be sad when we lose you to the world of professional esports.
Professional Dracula's Curse.
When you turn pro on that Dracula's Curse.
I don't know where to stop.
Yeah.
I think Symphony of the Night.
The DS ones are great. Like, can you do the DS ones?
So
Have
you're
you
talking
played
about like
We don't
the
have a
Arias
debug.
of Sorrow and
them?
the,
Sorry, even like the GBA ones, Circle of the Moon and all that stuff, Harmony of Dissonance, like that stuff's great.
that's a lot of Castlevania,
They're
brother.
so good that they're the best Castlevanias.
And they get easier. That might be worth noting.
Okay.
I always envisioned Vinnyvania going about as long as, like Symphony of the Night, kind of just like getting up to modern Castlevania and then kind of stopping.
So like
That's
N64.
the best Castlevania.
But that's like the most known Castlevania. Like no one, like who. Everyone knows how Symphony of the Night goes. You know exactly what that game looks like. You know precisely how it looks like when it is beat and finished and all that other stuff. Whereas like I have not seen anyone play a Castlevania 3. Maybe ever.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
It's freaking hard, man. Like, I have a tough time. I'm having a lot of trouble.
It's a righteous fucker of a
I can't
game,
get to the
man.
boss of the stage I'm on. It's hard.
Is it a Frankenstein man?
No, I don't even know because there's the heads kill me.
It's just the birds. It's always been the birds. That's what it is. I've seen Vinny die to birds 300 times.
It's hard. It's hard. You beat Bloodborne, right? And you platinumed it?
Uh-huh.
Man, that's an easy game. Good job.
Okay.
It's hard. Yeah.
It's the two games everyone platinumed this year: Rocket League and Bloodborne. Knock that shit out, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I've never actually been worried about finishing something before, but super worried. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You hear that, Dad? That's all it would have taken. You hear that? Would have wound up in video games.
You're never gonna amount to anything, Carabella.
I could have been a.
You're a piece of human garbage.
Oh, man. I guess I'll just play Castlevania.
You came out of my body and you amounted to nothing.
I don't think that's how biology works. I didn't learn that.
To hell with Dracula's curse. You're my curse.
Give me my smokes.
I'm getting to Malibu and I'm going to California where I'm gonna play video games. I'm just gonna drive all night, Dad.
You get in that car, you better not come back. You're probably back to me saying Castlevania didn't work out.
It's,
It didn't work out. I got a girl pregnant.
that's some curse.
Better make it honest, family.
I need to find Dracula's nail.
We all do. At the end of the day. So I'm actually really glad we can get everybody together like this because I just have so many questions.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
These are questions from you, Jeff?
Yeah.
These are your questions.
This is we have questions from the folks in the audience here that we'll get out of this bucket here a little later. But how do you play Rocket League?
you got it.
Very well. Thank you very much. Much better than I know how to use a microphone. They know.
Lot of team communication, a lot of strong defense, fundamentals.
How did you guys train? Did you have like a daily regimen?
No,
No.
we played once together over the weekend.
Like once or twice, yeah.
Yeah, and then we watched a lot of like Ubisoft kind of like multiplayer stuff, and we're like, oh, those guys talk, and when they talk,
taught
it
you how
sounds
to
so cool.
communicate, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's like, oh, hey, wreck the law, go in and go get them. Oh, that's awesome. You're doing
Setting
it.
up the shot.
Yeah, setting up the shot. Awesome shot, man. High five. And that seemed to work out pretty well.
You guys had some sort of basic plan going on and actually played the game. Whereas, me, Brad, and Jeff, we played once on that stream and then didn't play again until the
Are
next
any
stream.
of the three of you hot dogs that just go for it 100% of the time?
No, we kind of try to.
I think he's talking about you.
So that was my strategy in the first game, and we all saw how that went.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good strategy.
No, like straight up, like that was. that has always been like the fear is like at some point while we are live streaming, like I will get actually ill or poop my pants or have like something go magically awry. But something happened to me at the end of that stream where like I took a bunch of allergy medication before we started because I like to party. And
Benadryl, man.
by the end of that stream, like I literally was seeing stars and was like, I have to go.
You
and
were
then I
not
had to,
feeling
like,
great before we started doing that. Like I remember
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
sitting
like,
around,
kinda
you're like, I'm not feeling
I'm
good
not
at
like
all.
trying to make some excuse. We play like shit. It's terrible. But
Yeah.
but like it was the moment that I've always feared of just like, oh God, I might actually lose control here at any moment and fucking throw up, or worse. Or I guess that would be the worst.
What would be worse?
I was gonna say, because if you poop your pants, no one has to know but
Who's
you.
gonna love we might have an inkling.
For about 30 seconds.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
long enough
it's-
to be like, all right, that's gonna do it. See ya.
Yeah.
Say those of us sitting 2 feet away might have some.
Yeah,
idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have, but like
The
that
folks
would-
at home, none the wiser,
Yeah, you could punch out of a stream fast enough to like make that work, but throwing up, there's no coming back from that.
I feel like we were shooting for that when we did the roller coaster thing.
Yeah.
Because you remember, like, you got off, and I remember telling the people, like,
Oh, I got
I'll just
off.
keep fucking going. Like, I was close to puking by the end. And I was like, that'd be funny if on camera I puked on a roller coaster. That'd be a
Yes.
funny thing to see.
Well, like we were fully prepared for that.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
getting close, and then I would have kept going, except for, do you remember the park lady was like, hey, the park opened, all these people are in line, they need to get on the roller coaster.
So
and
you
I had to
actually
get
have to
off.
get the fuck off this ride now.
Yeah, and
Oh.
Drew had to like untape the GoPros and all that shit.
just- you
Like,
need to-
I was ready to do that.
Were you
need to
willing
learn
to
to
puke
do-
all over your DS?
Oh, man.
Would you sacrifice your DS for your art?
But art, yeah. Well, you know, I do love art. So yes, I would do that. Yes.
I don't know. At some point, yeah, like how does your brain work in that situation? Like there's probably some instinct to be like, oh, I have to catch all this vomit. But you have a DS taped to yourself.
Yeah, the DS was taped to my hands, and then we had the GoPro on our chest. So, I mean, the puke would probably go all over the GoPro and probably.
wouldn't it just go back in your mouth?
Yeah, where does it go if you're like
It's
going
just
down
in
a
your
hill?
mouth, and then when you stop,
You know where
just
it goes is right back into your face.
Now that I think about this all sounds pretty gross.
Weird.
Yeah.
I guess it worked out for the best then.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like if you had actually thrown up on the ride, like you almost threw up after the fact. Like we have some footage of you like leaning on the fence, like almost like.
And the whole ride back in your car, I remember
and
not
I
being
didn't
great.
feel so great the whole ride back as well.
I'm
Like,
so glad we can sit here and talk about how Giant Bomb videos are made.
Yeah.
Like the real deep,
yeah. Yeah.
no, I was almost gonna throw up when we made that one. I almost shit my pants. That's pretty much everything we
I have
made.
never almost shit my pants on a video. I can say with some.
Never almost?
Never almost.
At least
It's all-
one
it's all
bodily
nothing.
function involved in every Giant Bomb video.
Save it for Mario Party tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the big
I mean, that's how he's going to get out of
You gotta
it.
Come see that live.
It's pretty much at the end of every quick look is like, how you doing? Did you shit your pants?
Yeah.
No? Yeah, man. Just a little squirrel? Just okay.
Jason's
Nice.
running out of the control room.
Jason's just like, I shit my pants all over the control room. There's a fucking mess in there.
Yeah, but they have a bucket in there. It's like
By the way, HR has been meaning to talk to you about that. Please stop doing that.
Oh, weird. I thought we're not all doing
I mean,
that.
I thought for a while we were talking about this being our new review system. Like, did you poop yourself while playing this game? Yes or no? I think it's
Fun
time-
factor.
Yeah,
And
it's,
like,
yeah, it's like the face is red and the hair's up here going like, ah, and it's smiling.
poop stain.
Yeah.
I always wanted that to be our E3 award. The thing we would slap on the demo kiosk could just be like a pile of dog poop.
They'd be
Just
very
be like,
proud.
Yeah.
Giant Bomb thinks your game is the shit.
You know the sad thing? Most publishers would probably gladly put that up there.
Oh yeah. The Game of the Year edition.
Yeah.
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 It'll be on the back of the box if they pay the licensing fee.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, I don't know. We every year we talk about doing E3 awards because it's like every like video game website and are there magazines? There's still
There's like two.
I don't
one.
think so.
Like, yeah, print, right? Like what is that?
Except in the UK where it's all magazines.
Yeah, still they don't have internet over there.
No.
They don't have. The Queen has internet, and that's it. And everyone just has their big dumb award that they just like, and by the end of the first day of E3, they go and they slap it on all the kiosks for it, like haphazardly, and it's like, who's trying to get like known out of this, the magazine or the game or like what? It's just always this insane thing that marketing, it's just weird. But every year we think about like, maybe we should do it, and then it's like the last thing we think about, and then we get to E3 and go, man, we should have done that. But never actually do. So maybe next year will be the year where we just like, we get like deer heads made. There's something, I want, like not a piece of poo, because that's probably over the line. Man. It's
like
probably
big deer heads.
What
Like
is it?
actual.
Like taxidermy?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Here you go.
Fucking Godfather.
Good job.
yeah.
God, just the sad, confused PR people as they receive these.
It's like, congrats, you won an award. We want to film us presenting you with this award.
But not actually taxidermy, just like a deer head, just kind of severed at the neck. We didn't really know how to do, we ran out of money, but just, you
Just
probably,
like flies buzzing
yeah, you
overhead.
probably want to put this in the fridge, I guess.
We really like your game. Help.
Look, I'm a Game of the Year award. I'm a deer head.
Cuphead is so good. Please take this.
Here you go. We hit it on the way down.
Wait, it's all boss.
My Malibu.
Deer head back. Yeah, I don't know. Like we always think like, well, let's think about some horrible, gaudy design for that.
Could we
thing.
not? Could we just not do it?
Well, what if we just lean into it all the way? Or, but even if we did, we'd still be doing it,
Yeah.
and it still is sort of lame.
Yeah.
What if we give best Game of the Year awards for places that have the best Game of the Year awards around their booth? And be like, wow, you really have a lot of awesome Game of the Year awards. You win best Game of the Year awards.
It's like
That's really good.
we could have categories around that, so it could be like there'd be that, but then it'd also be like, you won the most awards from websites we've never heard of.
Or like, wow, these awards are the most meaningless.
Yeah.
Good job.
GameTouchers.com, man, that's awesome. Here you go.
And also, awesome carpet this year.
Yeah.
Like, really nice.
Nice and soft.
High-pile stuff. Like,
Large pile. I like
man,
it.
if I had to stand here for 3 days, I'd be in heaven. I mean, that's how you're gonna have to ride out E3 at some point, because like there aren't gonna be the games there within like the next 5 years or something. No one can afford to bring their games. No big games will exist. It'll all be, no, that's not true. Yeah, yes, Firefall 2 will somehow exist. It will actually just be, they will put it out under the name E3 Simulator, and it'll be so huge in Germany. Oh my God. Oh, the Let's Plays of E3 Simulator will be off the chain.
What?
Right?
Yeah, what?
Hey,
You want me to like do a quick look of E3 Simulator? Or what?
and now here's Austin Walker. Now, how's it going? I mean, you
I don't know.
know, we moved you into New York.
Yeah.
Moved you back to New York, I
I'm
guess.
back to
Like,
New York.
how-
I like New York a bunch.
Yeah, it seems okay. I hear
After
the
years
I hear
in
the pizza
exile.
and the bagels really suck, but
Oh, do not. I will fucking. You're not that far from me.
you're saying you can reach out and touch me no matter where I am?
Yeah, dog.
You got shooters who got shooters?
Yeah, dog.
Damn.
They're in here. Watch, ready? Woohoo! Everywhere. See?
They
All
are,
right,
yeah.
fuck. Okay. I thought these were my shooters, but this has gone horribly awry. What's that been? I mean, you know, getting back in the U.S., you were in
It's nice-
Canada
yeah,
for a while.
I was in Southern Ontario. It was
Canadian shooters.
no Canadian though.
Canadian shooters is like, it's like vodka and maple syrup, and you put it in a microwave, blow it, spin
And
it.
then emulsions
Yeah,
also. That's,
yeah.
It's nice. It's really good to be back. It's been really nice to be part of Giant Bomb. Like I was a fan for years, obviously, like a lot of the people here. I can tell you when I knew I would be a good fit. This is during the interview with Vinny and Alex. About 20 minutes in, we started doing a time travel goof where we started talking about like I was in the future coming back in time. At the end of that interview was me shaking Vinny's hand and telling him that at the end, this is perfect.
Serious.
Wow.
This is better.
Oh, you're mobile. Holding court.
That's quite a microphone. No, keep going.
That's great.
Turn it off.
Give it a shot now.
Where's the other one?
You only been here a couple of months, but your belligerence is like you've been here like 3 years.
This is all working out.
Tell me that man's calling you.
So, the end of that interview was me shaking. The end of that interview was me shaking Vinny's hand. Vinny.
Yeah.
The end of that interview was me shaking Vinny's hand and going, "Congratulations, you've got the job."
Oh, yeah.
That's when I knew I'd be okay here.
Yeah, that was a good test.
Just let me.
They grow up so
I
fast.
have no idea what's
Do you want
happening.
my mic too? Like, how many do you need?
Yeah,
Yeah, here you go.
thank you. That's good. And we're gonna do that over here. Wow.
We're just greeting
Hi.
monsters here.
Two mics.
Wait, I have 2 microphones now. Bow before me.
Yeah, we're good. Wait, oh, there's mine. Jason, turn it on.
Brad. You're back to one microphone.
I am.
But I understand that a very special person came back into your life today.
What? Who? What?
I understand a very important save file came back into your life today.
Adrian Shepard came back. He came back.
So this is data recovered after years of it being broken?
Well, no.
Well, I think
I have
recovered-
this man here to thank for this.
Right. Oh, there. Yep. Hold on. Yep, that's the one.
I don't know. I vowed never to speak in public again about this because I thought people were sick of hearing about it.
But this is the happy, like the potentially...
I guess.
It's kind of the morbid reunion.
It's all in the
man.
past,
It's
though.
It's really weird. It's
This
in
is what's
glass.
left of that USB stick that had all my Xbox 360 saves on it, including that Mass Effect save.
It's like having your significant other taxidermied. Like, it's just.
I know. he's still in here.
It's like the end of
Really?
Tron Legacy.
He's still in here.
He's just been stroking.
He's like Moriarty from Next Generation. He's just
Kinda,
in the
yeah.
box. He's just
Yes.
living his life in there.
Yes, he's living out his life. No! I need a drink. Yeah. There you go.
Brad. He was already dead.
You hate to see that. You hate to see it.
Well, with that, why don't we take some questions?
Let's be a lesson, kids. No such thing as a happy ending. None.
I want to point out how weird it was. Like right before we came out here, somebody came up to me as like I was walking out right before 9 o'clock, handed me this weird ass cube with a USB stick in it, and said, "You need to give this to Brad. Like this is for Brad. He left this here." It was okay. This guy, and I had no real time to ask. I didn't know what it was or anything. It looks like the thing. It looks like the thing from Terminator 2. You got to throw. I know.
I'm still not completely sure what it is. Like, is it a save file?
It's an Xbox save thing, right?
Okay.
It's a USB stick.
How are you going to do anything with
No,
that?
I'm not.
Okay.
That's why it's enshrined, man. This is like an urn full of
I mean, you
your
just
grandmother's
opened
ashes.
it. Yeah, but you just opened it.
I know.
Is that what you do with your grandmother's ashes?
Keith Richards.
Did you ever see that episode of My Strange Addiction where the lady was eating ass?
No.
She ate all of her husband's or boyfriend's ass.
I mean, it's basically just dirt at that point, so that's not weird.
I guess not.
No, it's fine. There's nothing strange
Everyone
about that.
does that.
Yeah.
That should have been on My Addiction, not My Strange Addiction.
Yeah.
That's a good point. All right, so we passed the bucket around, took some questions from people. We're going to answer a handful of those here. Okay, well, he passed the bucket down here. And
Let's pass the bucket.
How's it go?
It has to go in the bucket.
Doing this, but
Okay, that's good.
Stir it up.
Yeah,
We'll
there you
get that. This
That's
late
legit.
game, but
Here's
but
the
here we
basket.
are.
Here's your
All right,
basket.
Thank you. That's bad. I can see it's a bad question. For Vinny, any parenting tips? I'm a new father and I need help. Thanks.
It's a bold thing to admit.
That's a real general question.
That's just a general question. What's the first handful of tips?
Wow.
Like, what's the first thing someone needs to know?
Caged or free-range children?
Yeah.
What can you tell us about Marconi?
Holy cow. I need help. First parenting tip would be give it all up, man. You're done. Like,
Give it all up and we're done.
yeah.
Ding.
What was the first thing you realized as a parent that you wish someone had told you about prior to realizing it in the moment?
It's really fucking gory.
Okay.
Like birthing is no joke.
No, it's not.
Like it is no fucking joke. Yeah. Holy shit.
Women are fucking hardcore, man.
Hardest core. And then I guess the other thing would be like all the things you thought you were going to be able to do when you had a kid, you're not going to be able to do. I'll be able to play this game for like 40 hours in a weekend with a baby on my. That's not going to happen.
How deep into Bloodborne are you?
About like an hour and a half.
How far into Witcher did you get?
About an hour and a half.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know, but like make peace with it, and then love the. If you can't be with the game you love, then love the kids you're with.
All right.
That's
great.
how it goes. Yeah.
That's terrific advice. Also, someone wrote this. I don't know if that will play in any way, shape, or form. I don't know what that is.
I believe this is a Jenks reference.
Yeah. What would it
The
mean
Beastie
if
Boys
we did
She's On It thing
this?
that they're doing. Yeah.
It doesn't play.
Ask everybody about it.
You. When?
Whatever, man. There are people in this audience who would pay good money for that, Brad. Don't even front.
I have a booth. It's at PAX.
We could just very quickly here. I got a text from a John Drake.
Oh, the Underdraker.
He says, "So glad I'm not there, so I can watch this car crash without pants on." We have an audience camera here. Can we get the audience camera? Can I just, on the count of three, can you just say? I'll just go 1, 2, 3. Say "fuck John Drake." Yeah! 1, 2, 3.
Fuck John Drake! Man, that was powerful.
Christ.
Yeah. That was good.
We got an Xbox One on this stage, John Drake. What? Why
showed
didn't
up.
you smuggle Jeff Bakalar in your luggage?
Why did I?
Why didn't you?
Why didn't I?
We tried. We tried. It didn't. Jeff is. I miss Jeff a lot.
Yeah, Jeff's a good guy. He likes hockey. So it's
Finally, someone I can talk about hockey with.
What? Why would you talk about hockey?
I like hockey.
No, man. No. Hockey was cool in the 90s.
Lemieux.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right. I can talk to you. 90s hockey. Any plans for new programs and shows in the coming year?
Yes?
well. Let me take out my list.
It just says.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. No. There are absolutely.
That looks like it's just a piece of paper that says Blight Club on it over and over again.
Yes.
It's fair.
So, yeah, we have a couple of other things in the works that we are talking about. Doing pretty soon here. So, yeah. So we are maybe we're trying to decide if we should say this here or if we should say this on Saturday. Wait.
What are we hinting at here? What are we hinting at?
Drew, can we say this here? We're just gonna say this here. Metal Gear Scanlan 5 will be coming soon.
Like they weren't gonna do it.
I mean, but
We
like,
might have waited a while.
That's fair.
At some point, it was like, you look at kind of just the general tone. Like we've always kind of said, like, like new games, we're not necessarily going to do new games and play them all the way through because that's kind of, but like whatever. Publishers are letting people play through their whole games on live streams now and paying for it in some cases. So fuck it. We try to be nice. No one cares. So we'll just do stuff. We're just gonna do stuff. Whoa. Stuff. I'm going to ask this question to everyone individually, starting with Austin.
Hey.
Austin, will you survive the next .com crash?
No. No.
All right, Dan,
Absolutely.
Okay, great. No, I don't want you to elaborate on that at all, Brad.
Dude, I don't know about you. I didn't survive the first one.
No, we've never been the same since then. Vinny, you got
I've got room for one more person.
Vinny, take me.
That's
Vinny,
it.
Vinny, I'm not gonna survive. Vinny, take me.
There's a lottery
use the mic.
system.
Vinny, I can't use
It's
the mic.
actually
I
really
need help.
complicated.
Vinny, take Austin. I'm just gonna write it out.
Who's registered as a technician ham radio expert?
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
Austin's in.
That's fine.
Sure, me.
Vinny?
Yeah.
I know how to murder.
Okay. Take him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have the interpreter skill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Alex, you gonna survive? No.
No, I'm the guy who's gonna be like naked and dead like 5 seconds after that thing hits. Like, there's no chance I'm surviving that.
Yeah. And I definitely.
I might be naked and dead by the end of this weekend, frankly.
I mean, one can hope. And yeah, but actually, I mean, we're kind of building a business around the idea of like being a little bit secure against the forces that are affecting the larger internet, and it's due to people like you, with like paying for premium memberships, that we get to do stuff like this, that we get to exist at, and Crunchyroll. And our fine swath of podcast advertisers, that they're all wonderful. Who is that? I don't know.
This is the dystopian future. People just shouting out brands. That's just all it is.
Yeah.
It's the new internet.
It's just like a whole society of like Zardoz people just screaming brands at a giant stone head. That's all it is.
This is why there will be a second crash. It's 'cause, like, why pay anybody to do advertising? They'll fucking do it for free.
The penis is evil. Squarespace.
But yeah, I mean, you see a lot of the, more and more people are getting savvy out there on the internet. They know to do, they like to do things like block ads and stuff like that. You look at it and go, yeah, ads are pretty shitty. Maybe that's not the worst. Ads are fucking awful when they're integrated onto websites and before videos and all this other stuff. So it's why we do things up here on a stage and talk to you directly, because you can't block all of us. But yeah, I mean, like the money end of this thing is built around that sort of stuff. So we're kind of building this thing with a desire to stay sort of small, and a desire to be kind of fiscally responsible, so that as things get crazier out there in the internet business, that we're kind of planning for that. We're the preppers for the internet. We're like the last business that has any of it in this day and age. But that's no fun, because it means we didn't go out and raise $1 billion, and like I don't have a Tesla. So go out and get investments. Yeah, let's shout more brands. General Mills, motherfucker, yeah! All this Canadian cereal. Yes, yeah, all of it. Yes.
Canadian everything.
All Canadian everything. Dan, what are you going to name the baby? You recently dropped a bit of a bombshell.
We haven't decided yet. When I was like 14 or 15, I said that if I ever had a kid, this is an honest to God true story, I said I would name it Jericho. Keep in mind.
Let's find out why you wanted to do that.
This was 1999, and Chris Jericho was real cool. But keep in mind, when I was like 12 and I saw Independence Day, I remember like being in the parking lot with my dad and being like, as soon as I'm old enough to drive, I'm gonna get a license plate and I'm gonna get one of those like personalized ones, and it's gonna say ID4. And I didn't do that, and we won't name our kid Jericho.
Yeah, no, if you named a kid Jericho, I would never speak to you again. That said, a good friend of mine has a kid, and he named him Hunter.
After? No. Wait, really? Is he a wrestling fan?
Yes, he is. I didn't have the heart to ask, but I think.
No.
Oh God, I just realized which friend this is. Oh God.
Wow. I can't endorse that.
Sunday will be the PAX wrestling panel. And a handful of people. Dr. Tracksuit was here earlier in the back. He was twitching around,
Screaming a lot.
and he left. He said
Scares me a whole bunch.
he emerged from the ocean this morning.
He's here? He's here?
He is in Seattle. I
He
can
is,
confirm
okay.
that he is here.
Honest question, why do you manage him?
Someone asked you.
I guess.
And honestly, the money's really good.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, it's all cash. It's all rolled up though. It's weird.
It's kind of dusty.
Like a dusty rolled up
Yeah.
wad of $100 bills, and I'm like, I don't know. It's like
Sometimes he pays in Steam wallet cards.
yeah, weird. Yeah, weird. So I have a question here. Who will be the next PAX Rumble champion?
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Could you illuminate for us your record in the PAX wrestling?
Yeah, good question. Good question.
There have been circumstances out of my control.
You know, just a simple win-loss.
I'm not a stat guy, really. I don't really like all that stuff. I'm a main eventer. I mean, I've main evented.
Okay.
Again,
You get that main event money.
I've met your client, Jeff, and
You know, the great Khali used to be a main eventer.
Listen, I don't really know that much about wrestling,
right.
so I don't know who wins or loses. Didn't you wind up through a table?
I did. I mean, it was a
With-
4-on-1 thing. So, again, I'm one man.
Okay.
And there were 4.
I don't think that really matters when your body goes through a table. It doesn't matter how many people put you through it, you're still going through a table.
Dave Lang is a big guy.
An
Jeff's
ogre, some
client
might
is a
say.
Big dude. You're you.
I am that.
That's true.
Yeah. You know what? I've got my focus right now, and it's Tim Turry is the main focus right now. So, yep. The final goal is you, certainly, but the first goal is.
Good luck with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, there he is. There's Tim Turry. Yeah. It's a very cute YouTube video you put up, Tim. That's great.
I've seen sandcastles that crumble faster than you.
Wait, no. Shouldn't they crumble slower than him? Because he actually crumbles very fast. That's the idea. That's the structure you're going for. I get it, though.
These print guys have a lot of copy editors.
Yeah.
We can't afford that on the internet.
No, this is the internet.
Look, I'm not one for the gimmicks and the characters and everything like Tim obviously was going that route. I'm just straight up telling Tim that I am going to beat him. As a man, I'm going to beat you. I'm not a character right now. It's fucking over on Sunday. So you're first, you're second.
It's good that you're focused on him because you also have 28 other people to beat before you can get to me.
We're all going over the top.
Wrestling's weird.
What the fuck is PAX anymore, really?
I know. What have we done?
I don't know. Jeff, did you end up playing Anarchy Online again? They redid the engine for Anarchy Online. It was the first MMO I ever played, and back in the whenever that came out, like a lot of us at GameSpot kind of got way into it for a little bit, and like I kept thinking about going back to it. Do you guys have is there just some fucking crazy game that you always go back to that is super old and you have no real reason? It's not like it's some great game. You're like, oh, I'm gonna replay this classic. But you're just like, man, this Genesis boat game sure is sick.
You ever play Robo Warrior on NES?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah.
So, when you're a kid and you don't have money, so you just play whatever you got for Christmas or whatever. My mom just saw a robot on a box for an NES game and bought it for me. And it's a terrible fucking game. But I found myself playing it for just dozens of hours, and it's fucking awful. That was mine.
At least a few times a year, I load up the old arcade game APB on MAME. And it doesn't even really play well with a controller at all, but it doesn't matter. I just want to play it. I always want to play it at least a couple times a year.
Yeah, it's a wonderful game. There was a while there as a kid that was one of that and 720 were the arcade cabinets I wanted to get. And they were, as it turns out, they were very expensive. So that's why that's why I have arcade cabinets now, because I can.
Yes, you are an adult.
I'm an adult. I can have nice things.
You can make that adult choice.
Exactly. I made the adult choices to put arcade machines in my house.
Yes.
And now it's fucking killing me. But there you go. When will Austin achieve true anime editor status? This has been, I mean, the title has gone back and forth, largely because no one's been insane enough to want it.
I kind of want that title, Jeff. It's the only title I'll ever have.
You're going to have to take like a 75% pay cut if you take it, just so you know.
But that'll be made up with, high-grade anime.
Do I get anime in exchange?
I think so.
Weapon grade anime.
You'll just have like a NASCAR suit with Crunchyroll.
Yeah, just Crunchyroll everything.
Yeah.
I'll get like Goku Super Saiyan, like a wig.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. I pull it off.
I honestly, I think this is a conversation that you and Vinny need to have because, like, Vinny kind of actually, realistically, by default, kind of became the anime editor by knowing everything there is to know about Dragon Ball Z.
And in order to
Everything there is.
Yeah.
There was a moment a couple of weeks ago where we did the Rise of Incarnates quick look, and at the end of that quick look, we briefly talked about Gundam, and then we stopped the quick look. But then we went into another room, and for 40 minutes, Vinny told me about how he owns all of these Gundam models.
What are you talking about? That never happened.
I want to be clear.
My wife could be watching this, dude.
He doesn't just own them because he's Vinny, which means he owns them the way Vinny owns things, which means he picked a certain set of them and then bought them in production, in fictional production, in the order that the fictional faction made them in the story from zero forward.
I am learning so much about my coworker tonight.
My wife is literally watching now, being
And
like,
it's
"That
awesome.
motherfucker told me he got rid of him. He told me he got rid of him and chose me."
You told me one of them got burned, and that hurt me deeply inside.
Yeah, she burned one. Yeah.
Wow.
So you gotta learn. You gotta teach this guy somehow. I'm very hard to live with.
We all are.
You gotta burn something once in a while, just to really let it
Just
sink
to feel
in.
alive.
Yeah.
No, when I was moving out of my garbage house and into back into kind of real society, we had we actually had a red barrel out back that we just started throwing things into and burning. And a lot of that stuff should not have been burnt. And
It had a smell.
well, so we had two full, I don't know where they came from. They were in the garage. There were two full drums of citronella that you were supposed to use to put a torch and have no mosquitoes or whatever. So we just and threw it in. And then we realized that there was no more alcohol in the house. Had to drive to the convenience store. And we get Katati, way worse.
Yeah.
And we get to the AM/PM around the, which is across the field, kind of around a corner or whatever. And we're walking out of there with a couple cases of beer, whatever the hell it was. And we look, and you just see this plume of black smoke coming up away from the house and just blowing particles all over the AM/PM and the Burger King that's attached to the AM/PM. And the gas station across the street from the AM/PM. Burger King combo.
But no mosquitoes for 10 years.
Exactly.
It's
yeah.
really.
No, they were able to build on that land because there were no more endangered animals there.
No living things, period.
Yeah. There was at one point some kind of endangered lizard that lived there that was preventing them from building a Home Depot, wherever the fuck they wanted to build.
Problem solved.
Yeah, and I took care of it for them.
Jeff, speaking of Burger King, the girl who sent 20 pounds of chicken fries to us is right here in the front row.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know Jason was so excited about that. It was the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
You held those in front of a baby.
Yeah. Thanks. We need to eat too, okay?
Hey,
It's really expensive in New York.
hey,
We like onion rings.
those were paid for. They bought them. It's not our fault that you can't afford nice things.
I just want a red barrel.
It's just all right. We'll see if we can get it into, I guess, the CapEx budget for the next quarter.
That's not gonna happen.
With
You see that bucket there?
That was it. That was
Yeah,
the
that
CapEx
was pretty
budget.
much it.
So that's it. No, nothing else. Sorry.
Paper ain't free, man.
Yeah. I'm informed here that this party is exclusively serving bone-in wings. Yeah. I skipped some meetings, apparently. This is fucked.
Look, I love boneless wings. They're delicious. But Jesus, just eat it off the bone. It's fine. It's chicken. It's delicious. Just eat it. Just eat it.
Wait, seriously, here's an honest question.
Yeah.
I think I might have missed this whole bone thing. But like, isn't a boneless chicken wing like a chicken finger?
Yes. It's like a chicken strip.
It's a chicken strip.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So can't you just have both?
But it has like buffalo sauce on it, and it's still good. And you
Yeah.
can eat it with a fork and not get the sauce on your hand.
Totally.
Bone-in wings, you gotta
Yeah.
make a fucking mess. Like a Neanderthal. I don't have time for that shit.
Yeah, eat like a caveman. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're so refined
I
and
am.
clean.
That's me. Mr. Clean.
This is how that fucking boneless thing started. Me and Tim Turry, when we worked at Game Informer, were arguing in the office about this exact same thing. I was on Team Boneless. Bone-in wings are great. I'm just saying that they're very, very good. I preferred boneless. He preferred bone-in. And I just started tweeting about it or whatever. And then, like, what was it? An hour later, it became the #1 trending topic on Twitter worldwide. And so I was constantly like tweeting to, I just went to like old wrestlers, like, hey, Gangrel, would you like fucking bone in or boneless? They're like, oh, the Road Dogg Jesse James likes boneless. Like, Tim, you're an idiot.
How's Gangrel?
Wait, what?
Anthony Bourdain called boneless buffalo wings a sin against God.
That is true. That is true. Hang on.
Well, to be fair,
Tim, I want to bring up, I had Gangrel on my side. You had Anthony Bourdain. Fucking Gangrel was cool as shit.
that's a whoever wins, we lose proposition.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and like back up like the vampire warrior as like someone who
He's
like, I
banging
really
and banging.
want his opinion about,
Is he
but
okay? Is
also
Gangrel
fuck
okay?
Anthony
He's okay.
Bourdain.
He's okay.
Yeah.
I'm worried
He's
about
fine.
him.
But so this whole thing ended with KFC sending Game Informer like 800 pounds of boneless chicken.
Wait a minute.
Like 2 weeks later.
So
Have you
you're
ever
telling-
seen
are
a
you
boneless chicken?
Are you
It's like
telling
super
me-
depressing. Just
Are you telling me that Game Informer's on the take from a major
Oh
corporation?
no, I'm not saying that. Hey, he's the guy who works there. I'm here. I'm all about Crunchyroll.
So this was the day when this
Boneless
happened.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Crunchyroll is bone in.
Hey, there it is right there. Fucking Crunchyroll. Right there.
So when you made that the #1 trend, that was the day I knew you were like a social media savant. Like that was your mutant power. Like you just had the ability to manipulate social media like with your weird brain. And I don't know. To this day, I'm envious of your powers.
I don't know if it's useful, but we got a bunch of chicken.
It's as useful as anything
That
else.
sounds really useful. I
Hey,
don't
Tim,
know.
it was pretty good, right? It was boneless, but it was good.
It tastes like it was filled with paper mache.
paper mache. That sounds about right.
Well, it was KFC. That makes sense.
Hey, but great.
So this actually, I'll probably like maybe say this like Brad and Vinny because I actually don't know you or anything. Did you ever expect that this thing would ever be what it is now when we were building it?
Like this right here. Yeah.
That's some question.
Yeah, this is pretty much exactly how having Dan up here talking about boneless and bone-in chicken wings was kind of like conversation 2 we had with you. Like,
Yeah. It was.
I
like,
can't believe we actually made it ahead of schedule. It's really weird.
It was a 10-year plan originally.
Yeah, it's weird how that all and the CBS thing, like, mwah, like that all just fucking. That was crazy how we orchestrated all of that.
Boy, yeah.
Boy, really just no idea. No, we have I constantly no idea.
No,
I don't know.
I think part of the original ideas were like, maybe we should interview bands. That might be fun. It was like we never did it because it was like I don't want to talk to bands. I just want to get into shows for free. But then, so the band thing broke down. And Alex, you were like around early on, but you were kind of taken off for Boston.
Yeah.
Like when everyone kind of just fled 2nd Street. And got the fuck out of there. And we're back and it's great. You went off to Boston for a little while and became a PR man.
I did.
For like what, 18 months? How long were you?
I was there almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then came back to write about movies.
I did.
What brought you back to the West Coast? And
I don't know.
what-
You said I could run a movie site, and I said, that sounds cool, so I went with that. That was pretty much the long and short of it.
Yeah, that's about the level of forethought
Yes.
going into any of that stuff.
It's kind of traditional for us to not really think things through very much.
Yep. I don't even know how to answer that question, because can you think back to those days when it was literally 4 guys in a basement? Can you remember what a big deal it was?
Yeah,
We got a refrigerator.
And we were gonna be like, all right,
That was
listen.
crazy. It's like, we got a fridge down here.
We'll put up 1 video a week. It'll be fine.
I think it was like
you know,
actually 3 videos a week at the beginning. Or
It was
something
1.
Like that.
We're gonna put up
was it
1, and then somebody got really mad and marched downstairs. I'm not gonna name names because I don't want to out Mike Tatum. And he said, "What are you guys doing? You need to have like 16
You spend a lot of
videos."
time on that podcast. It seems like taking a lot of time during the day.
And then we started
Why
doing.
did he become like a southern gentleman all of a sudden?
I actually feel like the podcast was seen as like this useless time sink at first, or
I
something.
mean, that, for years, the podcast, like even, you know, we were back at GameSpot doing a podcast, like, you know, it was seen as having no business value whatsoever. You know, it was just like, oh, you guys doing your fake radio. Who cares? And then everyone got phones that could play podcasts that hook up to their cars. And, you know, it's like at some point, like all that stuff started to line up in a way that like the business kind of grew out of it. But yeah, there was a lot of years. Like I feel like over the years, just like spending time at GameSpot and then the early, like most of the days of Giant Bomb so far until within like the last year and a half or whatever it was, like the podcast discussion was always one of just like, sure does take a lot of your guys' time to record these podcasts, and boy, the bandwidth it takes to download all those podcasts sure is a bad. I remember I was in a meeting with someone who is no longer with the company, and he said like, it costs a lot of money in bandwidth, and I was just like, well, fucking sell ads on it. If it's this popular thing, like maybe, I don't know. Like, what the fuck? And you know, it just, it took a long time to get that end of it together. You know, the business matured to a point where that was a lot easier to do. And now no one ever says that shit, ever. And now we record a bunch of one-off dumb fucking podcasts about fucking wrestling.
Oh, yeah. F1.
And all F1, of course. But that's a gentleman's sport, open wheel racing.
Yes.
That's quality. Yeah, dancers.
Dancers, the sport of kings.
This guy lost 95 pounds. Am I right with that? 95? After the dancers thing that we did like an E3 exercise challenge thing. He lost 95 pounds.
Giant Bomb changes lives, is what I'm saying. And that's ultimately why we're here, is to change lives.
That's not a fucking joke. That's not a joke. Yeah, it's not funny. Listen, I was in fucking grad school watching Giant Bomb videos to get me through fucking exams. Like, so it's like it means a lot to be up here and be part of your lives and be part of your lives.
And now we have taken you from that academic future
Now
and
I'm fucking
made you talk about anime.
I used to have this. I used to, you know, when we would interview people for jobs, like back at GameSpot and stuff like that, I used to have this, like, feeling of just, like, I never wanted to hire someone that was still in college because I didn't want to rob them of the rest of their life for this, like, cockamamie, fly-by-night profession. So, sorry.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I'm confident.
Here's my
Finish that
favorite thing
dissertation.
about Austin is that, okay, Jeff, wrestling is pretty stupid, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's real stupid. He's really smart,
I do all right.
right? He likes wrestling. So I can point it at him and be like, hey, that fucking guy's so smart. And do you like wrestling?
Yeah.
He just said it. Thank you so much. He's a super smart guy.
Well, even book smart people are wrong sometimes.
It's impeccable logic.
Yeah. So what, a new wrestling podcast going up tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
To where we can talk about our awesome reactions to SummerSlam. What a great show.
Can I get a preview? Can I get a preview of that podcast, Jeff?
Yeah, go. You
No, I
want
want
to
your
preview it?
Yeah.
Stop fucking watching wrestling. And if you take one piece of advice from me here tonight, it's that.
What about telling you to stop watching?
Yeah, or just get out of, just, cancel your television. Kill your TV, man. Seattle, man. Flannels, dog. Kill your TV. Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Except for CBS. That is one hell of a network.
We're America's most watched network.
The Tiffany Network. Stephen Colbert has a show launching soon, I'm told. Yes, Two Broke Girls is it's a big
Bazinga.
The
it's a
biggest
very
bang.
popular poster in our hallway. Everyone
popular.
loves the Two Broke Girls poster, most of all. It's got that girl from that movie on it.
From Two Broke Girls.
Two Broke Girls, the movie, yeah. It's very
if
popular.
only.
All right, we're going to wrap it up, but we are going to be hanging out here for hours and hours to come, so feel free to stick with us. We're also going to be setting up Rock Band 4 here on this stage. We're gonna do it. How many of you have been to PAX East? Went to Rock Band Night at PAX East. They used to take over the Brattle Theater. Do not touch the screen at the Brattle Theater, and let people play Rock Band and be judged. And we got roped into that thing a lot of years ago, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to maybe try to help and bring that out west. So we're gonna set up a little Rock Band 4. People can get up here, sign up for some bands, play some Rock Band 4. We'll be hanging out. There are the whole like most of the Indie Mega Booth bangers are out there on those laptops, so play those. And
Tomorrow we'll be back.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll be back.
11 o'clock we'll be doing a Beastcast.
That's for the people in the room. That's not getting streamed.
No, that is solo people in the room. We won't stream that. That's 11 o'clock. We'll be doing the Beastcast. You guys will be on the YouTube stage at
10 a.m.
10 a.m. And then there's something crazy happening like around 2.
And that'll get live streamed.
And that involves Mario and partying.
I don't know if I can make it through all of this one. I don't know.
And then we have our panel.
Yeah, Saturday night at the Hyatt, whatever theater that is. Hydra, Sandwich Theater. I don't know what the fuck they call the name of the theater. The one at the hotel.
That's right, the one that's off-site.
Yeah. They don't let us in the building.
There's some sort of sale on memberships right now. Is that?
That's
that
right. Yes. Memberships are discounted right now too. So yeah, if you want to sign up for a new membership or extend your existing one, you can do all that right now too. So check that out on the sites, and it's in the header on the site right now. giantbomb.com/upgrade, all that shit.
And there's like a whole bunch of merch.
Yeah, t-shirts. Some of that shit here. If you want some t-shirts.
Do you see that like booth they had? It was like an American Apparel
weird. It was like a pop-up shop or something. Like all our like shirts on this like really nice rack. Coffee mugs over there. I'm like, it's like the CBS store. It's like buy this Dave Letterman coffee cup, then go on the tour.
Very legitimate. Yeah, there are new shirts and new hoodies and new whatever's out there. Beastcast shirts.
Yeah, Beastcast shirts.
Like it's a real thing.
I've had one of those for a couple of weeks.
Oh wow.
Around, yeah.
Very cool.
My colorblindness makes it so I can barely see that it says Beastcast unless the light is shining on it just right.
It's not really what it's not really what it says.
Yeah,
I don't know what you've been wearing.
Oh, geez.
But yeah, those are out there, and if you go, folks at home can go and go somewhere on the internet and buy stuff.
Go anywhere on the internet and buy something.
Buy stuff. Don't store your credit card information.
No, just yell it into your computer. Just like hook up your webcam and scream it into the microphone, and just stuff will start showing up. It's fine. That's gonna do it for us. For those folks at home, we are gonna be streaming the Rock Band out as well. So stick around, and we'll do it.